Yo, what's up, fam? I'm Familiar, host of Familiar Thoughts, and this is episode 2 of season 2. And your special guest today is Rich. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great time. Everybody doing? This is Familiar Thoughts. I'm Familiar, obviously. Today, for my second guest, we got Peaky.
Rich.
Rich. I call him Peaky, but his name is Rich. And yeah, and well, you want to say your full name?
No,
No,
Rich.
just Rich.
Rich.
Copy.
Rich.
All right, copy. So here, I just he's my cousin, bro. He's been here for the longest with me. Like I remember him from my childhood, and to be honest, like I really wanted to just ask you questions about life in general.
Mhm.
Ask you just about like the community. So I mean, I'm used to calling you Peaky. I wanted to ask you first, like, where'd you get that name? If you feel comfortable if you feel
No, that's
comfortable
like
answering.
that's a family name. So
Okay.
my mother, I guess, I got it from my mother. I don't know. I really don't know where it came from. I had it since I was a baby.
Oh, okay. I
No,
honestly like I've never really knew like I always knew you like that.
yeah,
That's the only time I ever knew.
yeah.
And
That's
so
I hear that name. I already know it's family. I don't care what.
for real.
Like especially your sister. I'd be out. PK. Oh,
Like oh
family. I already know it's
no
family.
for real.
Okay.
That's literally all I know you like for real. That's for the longest. And you know, I remember all the times that we used to hang out, come down the street and everything from, I was hanging with Grandma Pat and everything. And we would always, I would see you and we're chilling. And one memory that I have of you that from that house down there is we was lifting weights downstairs in the basement. And there was one time where it was you and your homies. And it was like I was struggling to lift a weight.
We got everything. We had the weight room, pool table.
Yo,
Everything.
everything,
That
man.
basement had
That
everything, bro.
house, low
Yeah.
key, was fire.
Word.
That was fire. That
Yeah.
John had everything, and
Little
that's what I
court in the
mean by
back.
family.
Good days. Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about with family. Like when we was younger,
Hmm.
bro, we used to literally like go downstairs,
Yeah.
and all the kids would hang out
Everybody.
downstairs. Everybody,
Everybody.
everybody.
Them was the days. It was like
Mm-hmm.
three different levels. You had the kids downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
You had like my sister and them,
Mm-hmm.
that age, your aunts and them they probably was like in their 20s then. And then
Okay.
everybody else 40 and over was in the other floor. Everybody had their own little area. It was a good days, though. That's when the family was big, everybody was coming through.
Mm-hmm. That's what I mean. Like everybody, I miss that type of dynamic actually. Do you feel like that dynamic is different now?
Yeah, it definitely died.
Mm-hmm.
Um us as a new generation, we actually need to come together and start doing those things. The people that was throwing all the events in the family and
Mm-hmm.
parties and everything, they're getting a little older. Your mother still throw events, your
Mm-hmm.
aunt still throw events,
Mm-hmm.
which is good. But
Mm-hmm.
it's about time for like my generation to start coming together and start putting events and everything together. You know?
Okay. All right. Yeah, no. So you feel like you have to start making some events happen? Some like family
Yeah,
reunions?
we definitely, yeah. I want to
We do
start
for
that.
a
Yeah,
reunion.
we
We do
definitely
for a
we do for
reunion.
a reunion.
We
We
do
got to
for a
come up with
reunion.
something. Yeah, something big.
Yeah.
It's about
No
time.
lie.
I know everybody busy.
No
Everybody got
lie.
their thing going on. Everybody got their careers.
No lie,
But
brother.
we definitely need to take a little break, put
Yeah.
something together. Everybody need to get
No
together.
lie.
Bro.
So, I mean, being around, because, you from Newark, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're born from here, born Newark?
Born to know.
Born in Newark. How do you feel about the community aspect in Newark? Do you feel like Newark is safe?
Well, I live in East Orange now.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say Newark is getting better. It's what you make of it. Wherever you
Mm-hmm.
live, it's what you make of it.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't involve yourself into the streets for the most part, once in a blue you might get caught up if you don't involve yourself by just being at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Mm-hmm.
But that's rare. That doesn't happen much where
Mm-hmm.
people get caught at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually what you put yourself around.
Mm-hmm.
So if you outside in Newark and you part of the streets, you're gonna get caught up in the streets. If you outside trying to do positive things, it's so much opportunity right now in Newark. There's so many different things you can do. There's so many different things you can own.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of our people are owners now. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Everybody found a different route. Everybody don't want to work for nobody. You know what I'm saying? You
Mm-hmm.
see a lot of these bars opening up, a lot of black owned bars. You got black
Yeah.
owners. You
Yeah.
see all these different stores we have. We have black, brown owners. You
Mm-hmm.
understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody. has a chance. There's way more opportunity these days. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Well, everybody don't wake up with the mindset that, oh, I need to go to work from 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So basically,
Mm-hmm.
with Newark, it's what you make of it. There's plenty of opportunity. You don't have
Mm-hmm.
to be in the streets. You don't have to get caught up in the streets, but you can. That's your
Yeah,
choice. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Choice you make.
Yeah, no, for real. It is a lot of different like aspects that come along. Like for me, for example, when I was around in the neighborhood, I didn't have the opportunity to be going out in the streets like that. And that's my mom, being protective of me and stuff like that. But I know that if I was in the streets, I probably would have, been down a little bit of a path like that.
Yeah.
You know? Like what do you think, like, because, there's a lot of negative connotation towards Newark when it comes to safety, when it comes to just overall gang activity and all the things. Do you feel like that is an issue? Do you feel like we can get better if it is an issue?
Uh, can it get better? Things can always get better.
Things can always get better.
But just because you making things better, it's things that's gonna get worse at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Can't every time you focus on making one thing better,
Mm-hmm.
you're always gonna have another problem.
That's perfect.
One thing I can say about the gangs in North, I see
Mm-hmm.
a lot of them walking in a positive direction.
Yeah.
When I was younger, it seemed like gang banging was a little bit harder. There were certain blocks you couldn't walk down,
Mm-hmm.
certain colors you couldn't wear. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Everybody was in one gang for the most part that was in that area.
Do you feel like that's the way do you feel like that's how
If
it is right
not
now?
now you see 5 people together. One might be blood, one might be crip, one might be this grape set. Everybody's something different. Everybody got their own mindset.
Okay.
People nowadays kind of cling to what they're into. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So I don't think the gang banging really matters no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I see a lot of gangs that's like pushing people in the positive direction. We got a lot of gangs out here trying to put the young bros in good situations,
Yeah.
showing them it's a different style of life. Well,
Yeah.
you don't have to take this route. You got gang members my age that get on live and say, I wish I never gang banged. You get what I'm saying? Because
No,
it's
for
the
real.
truth.
That's
Like,
yeah.
but you wouldn't hear them say that 10, 15 years ago. You know
No,
what I'm
you
saying?
wouldn't.
That's all we knew. That's all that was raised. That's what was cool. That's what was getting the
Uh-huh.
girls. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now everybody kind of got their own mindset. What you
Yeah.
do is what you do. What you bang is what you bang. But it's all about how we gonna get to the money at the end of the day.
I
How we
like
gonna be more
that.
successful at the end of
I
the day.
like
That's
that.
what matters at the
Because
end of
that's
the
what
day.
been my issue. It's like it's the gun violence.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's the
And
young
it actually
boys.
went down. North
Yeah.
gun violence went down a lot. So
I love that. I love that. Cause what that really affects is the young minds,
yeah.
bro. The young people, because that's really who is going up into these gangs, and being recruited and coming out here and changing the country,
But the
you know?
thing is, if you realize, it's kind of hard to get away with anything these days. You got doorbell cameras.
That is
I
true.
actually was incarcerated a couple years ago. I had
Okay.
got caught up for a little something. It's
Hmm.
like so many people in there. And, oh, how you get caught? Doorbell camera. Like
Hmm.
literally, it's so many different cameras. Like
Literally.
somebody don't got cameras. Somebody telling you can't do no crimes no more. It's
So
like
at that point, just
you
give it up.
might as well do the things legally. Like there's no point. It's like kind of impossible to like make it through the streets. Like
Yeah, it
like
is.
just get the street mentality out your mind.
Okay.
Think about owning. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
I like
Think about
that.
real estate. You know, think about bettering yourself. Think about good investments. You
I
know what I'm
love
saying?
that.
So things like that, man. Think about longevity. Putting your children in the right position. It's not all about you.
Hmm.
You could go tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? What your children gonna have when you go. So that's what you need to think about now. You know?
Man, you know what? That is honestly the most empowering thing to hear from a young black man because at the end of the day, that is something that we really are fighting for. From the end of the day, bro, black men, if you hearing this, bro, you need knowledge, bro. You got to have that knowledge and you got to be able to have that faith and you got to be able to go out there and work hard, bro. Because at the end of the day, it's against us. It's against us, That's how it be feeling sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It feel like we kind of already fighting. So I don't know. I think when we as like black men like this right here, when it's like when we come together and we say, oh, you know what? Game banging ain't the thing that we need to do right now. It ain't even cool no more. You got cameras everywhere. You know what we really could do? Read into the books, get some real
Exactly.
estate under you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Start investing.
Yeah. Wisdom, man. Like one thing about if you don't understand something sound like a foreign language to you, we kind of run away from it. But like for example, what I'm saying, like me, I talked to one of my boys, whatever. He on a trucking business,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like every time I talk to him, I'm talking about partying, or I'm talking about what I seen or what I seen on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And every time, like he'll listen,
Mm-hmm.
he'll react to it, he'll jog
Mm-hmm.
on with it, whatever. But at the end of the day, before our conversation done, he'll talk about credit, talk
Okay.
about ownership,
Okay.
talking about leadership. He talks about things that, and at first, the first 10 conversations, when I first start back talking to him, it's like
Uh-huh.
I'm ignoring that. Like when I hear it, it's just like, zone. I'm
Like
just thinking about,
whatever.
Thursday Barlow's, you know what I'm saying? R&B night, they in there, bro. Oh yeah, bro, I might slide up. Hey yo, but you, what about your credit? What your credit look like?
Uh-huh.
That's all right, man. Let me hit you right back. You know what I'm saying?
No, for
But
real.
then after a while, I have to keep talking to him. He talking about stocks. He talking about credit. He
Mm-hmm.
talking about businesses.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I speak to him, it's just he keep
Mm-hmm.
raining in my head, drilling in my
Mm-hmm.
head, drilling into my head, drilling into
So
my head
when
to
did
the
these
point
talks
where it's
start?
like now, it's like I kind of want to like learn more about business. I want to learn more
Yeah.
about stocks. I want to learn how to become an owner. I want to learn that now because it's like
All
you're drilling it into my head. Like you just keep telling me. So sometimes you got to put yourself in a position where it keep someone's drilling into your head. You got to put yourself around the right people. See,
mm-hmm.
you have yourself around everybody that has less money than you.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna kind of get comfortable because you see
Mm-hmm.
that you got the most money, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, these I'm doing better than all these people, so I must be doing okay. But
Mm-hmm.
then you go in that another room, right? You
Mm-hmm.
put yourself where you make the least money.
Mm-hmm.
Now it pushes you. Now it motivates you. 'Cause now it's like, dang, like all these people got this money and I ain't got nothing. I gotta, I really gotta step it up. So now it's motivating. You gotta put yourself in a position where you're not comfortable sometimes to
I
keep
like that.
rising. I mean, sometimes we get too comfortable, we get too lax,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't realize that we can definitely go in a higher place. You know what I'm saying? We can
So
definitely keep going.
did you always think like that?
No, nah, like really, I like um one thing I always pray for is wisdom. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Before, like I wasn't big on praying. I wasn't
Mm-hmm.
big on reading.
Mm-hmm.
I had a little situation, like I said, where I got incarcerated. I started reading a little bit more. I
I
picked up
love
the
that.
Bible, and one thing I noticed, one of God's favorite kings was Solomon.
Oh.
And the reason Solomon was one of God's favorite kings, or was God's favorite king,
Uh-huh.
is because when he came, he asked all the kings what did they want.
Uh-huh.
First thing they wanted was materialistic things. I
Mm.
mean, Solomon wanted wisdom. And
Mm-hmm.
one thing, before God created anything, before God had anything, there was one thing he had, and that was wisdom.
Mm.
That made Solomon one of the best kings because wisdom brought him everything. With wisdom, you're gonna get money, you're gonna get
Mm-hmm.
everything you need. You're
Mm-hmm.
wise, you know what to do. So
Mm-hmm.
one thing I pray for is wisdom, just becoming smarter, becoming more woke, understanding. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically where I'm at right now. Just trying to just keep trying to up it. Everything I'm doing, I just want to do a little better. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna happen overnight. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But a little at a time is gonna get you a long way.
I
Just keep
like it.
keep striking at it. It's gonna eventually light up. Like, you know what
I
I'm
like
saying?
it.
So that's it. Just keep pushing. Just keep pushing,
Mm-hmm.
man.
So I mean, while we here, like we helping the young minds, bro. I mean, for me, like you kind of like you motivate me a lot of times, and you don't even know. Like, when it comes to like your pictures when you were like your body weight
Yeah,
loss and everything like
yeah,
that, and I saw your pictures online, but that motivate me to be like, yo, let me go out here and start working out, bro.
yeah,
What made you decide? You know what? Let me start working out. Let me start getting fit. Because a lot of people out here America is struggling with that.
yeah. I just wanted to live the right way, man.
Uh
Um, like I said again, me being incarcerated, which a
huh.
little incarceration, it
Yeah.
changed my life.
Yeah.
It made me look at everything totally different. I had three big changes in my life.
Yeah.
One is when my first one is when I got shot. That was my
Mhm.
first change. Like
Mhm.
I realized everything could just be taken away the next day.
Mhm.
Nothing. Tomorrow's not promised.
Mhm.
You need to get up. You need to start moving once you get better because
Yeah.
it's not promised you're gonna be here tomorrow.
Mhm.
The next time was when I lost my father.
Mhm.
It's like, damn, like, you got to step it up, man. It's
Mhm.
like my father was the man. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was
Mhm.
like felt like some big shoes I had to fill.
Wow.
And then
Yeah.
the last time was when I got arrested. And I
Yeah.
felt like when I got arrested, like, of course, I felt like I shouldn't have been arrested. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I felt like it was BS, but God does everything for a reason because now I had
Mhm.
time to focus in on myself. I
Mhm.
went in at 300 pounds. After a while, I started waking up, running every day, jogging every day. Came home at 205 pounds, feeling healthy. face cleanse, no drugs. I was doing drugs. I'm taking pills. I'm smoking weed. I'm doing everything. I'm not coming
Mm-hmm.
in the house. I'm outside,
Yeah.
gambling hall all night. Like,
You having
you know what I'm
fun? Yeah.
saying? I was living that type of life to the
Mm-hmm.
way any day anything can happen that I
Mm-hmm.
can't ever fix.
Yeah.
So it's like the main thing is you got to stay focused, man. So
Uh-huh.
the focus is the main key. So
Yeah, no, I think obviously when family is such a big thing, so when you go through loss like that, I feel like it does make an impact on you,
yeah,
especially when you go through all those type of experiences. And it almost to me, it make it seem like these bad experiences kind of do you good.
yeah, you can't. Some people take a bad experience and it weighs them down, and
Mm-hmm.
it pushes me. Me, when somebody's
Mm-hmm.
sleeping on me, I'm gonna find a way to wake them up.
Yeah,
That's just that.
I love
Like
that.
like I said, when I was overweight,
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't happy with myself. Like I was doing the
Mm-hmm.
music thing, my artist, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He always wanted me in the videos. Everybody wanted me in. I didn't want to be in the videos because I didn't like the way I look. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's
Like
crazy.
$1,000 Gucci bag and some Yeezys, not changing the way fact that I don't like the fact
Mm-hmm.
that I'm fat. That you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
so, like I said, back to the health thing.
Mm-hmm.
I started running.
Yeah.
Um, when I actually got out of jail, I
Mm-hmm.
came home. I started making my shakes.
Oh,
So I
okay.
did the shakes in the morning.
What is he playing?
So I do ginger, all fruit, mix up the fruit,
Okay.
ginger, sea moss,
All right.
turmeric, depending on what I want to put in a different type of thing. That's
That's
just my morning
fire.
start. A little bit of cayenne pepper.
Mm.
That's before 12 in the morning
That's
before I
like
hit
a
my first
routine
run.
and everything.
So every morning before I hit the gym.
That's
So I drink
fire.
that.
That's fire.
So that helped a lot.
Okay.
The gym is a big relief, man. Like
Oh man.
when
That's what
you're
they say.
stressing, it's like you go in there, you throw some weights up, kind of
Yeah.
relieve you. When you leave, you let
Yeah.
everything go. You leave
I
everything there.
like
You know what I'm
that.
saying? That's the start of my day. It's
Mm-hmm.
not that hard. A lot of people go 1 or 2 times and it's too much. It's
Mm-hmm.
about being consistent. Don't
Mm.
go in there thinking you could run 2 miles the first day. Try to just run a lap the first day. That's fine. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Run that lap that
Mm-hmm.
whole week. Next week, run 2 laps. Next week, run 3 laps. Just
Mm-hmm.
keep adding on. Like I said,
Mm-hmm.
just keep striking at it. It's gonna catch on fire.
I'm gonna need this information, by the way.
Yeah, definitely, man. It's
I'm gonna need,
consistency, man.
I'm gonna need that information.
Consistency is key, man.
For real. No,
Nobody,
I'm fine with
nobody
that.
gonna want what you want more than yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Nobody
No, for
can want
real.
for you. So if you want it, you gotta go get it. That's
No, for
it. You
real.
gotta go get it.
So I mean, you talking about incarceration a lot. Me personally, I feel like men, especially black men, are incarcerated too much. I mean, I know personally that jails are privately owned, and then these privately owned jails are keeping these men here just to
Warehouse
have
jails.
them work,
Mm-hmm.
just to have them work for their jail, or just do stuff in the jail, or just keep
Just
them
to make money,
incarcerated,
just to make money
just
off
to
them.
make
They
money
make
off of
money
them.
off them every day. Every day
So
they're in there, they're getting lots of money.
that's
So,
just my opinion, but
some people deserve to be in jail.
some people do.
A lot
Some
of
people
us,
do. Some people
we
do.
do some
Some
fucked
people,
up.
some people
Excuse my
do.
language, but we do some messed up things.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And a lot of us do some messed up things. And
yeah,
I mean, jail is like they got laws that I feel like is strictly for us. You know what I'm saying? To pull it out of
yeah.
gang conspiracy is one of the laws I really hate.
My
Like, you know what I'm
gosh.
saying? Because you could literally be with somebody that does something that you have nothing to do with, and just
Yeah,
because you was there, you were going to do the same amount of time, which is not fair
yeah.
at all. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of things they do to him us up. But
Mm-hmm.
that comes again with what I said at the beginning. You got to put yourself in an environment,
Mm-hmm.
in a situation when you're not around them things. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If you know your friend like the gang bang and be on the
Mm-hmm.
streets, don't be with him. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I'm not saying he don't have to be a friend, but he could be
Mm-hmm.
a friend over the phone. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no, for
You
real.
could call him and check on him, make sure he doing how he doing over the phone. Like you don't have to get caught up in that. It's not cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like not being in your family life is not cool.
It's not cool.
It's not
No,
cool.
I get that.
Raising your kids from jail, not cool.
Not cool.
You feel me?
Not
It's
cool.
not cool.
So
So
you feel like do you also feel like the system then is just kind of like forcing us to act a certain way? Because it's like, oh, we got laws in place that say, oh, gang conspiracy, right? And if a person is frustrated, like a black man, right? You in a car with a police officer, they say, oh, you look like you could be part of a gang. How many times it's going to happen before a dude is like, you know what? I'm done. I'm going to just join a gang at that point.
I
You know?
mean, that's it comes to what we need
Mm-hmm.
our young black men need their
Mm-hmm.
fathers in their life. They need somebody that's gonna talk to them. and point them in the right direction. I
Yeah.
know a lot of kids that
Mm-hmm.
didn't get caught up in the streets at all, would never get caught up in the streets. I have friends that have been around gangbangers, but they know where to hang with these gangbangers. They're not hanging with them when they in gangbanging activity. You know what I'm saying? They hanging with them in the backyard at a cookout or something, away from where gangbanging can happen. You understand what I'm saying? So it's kind of, you gotta put yourself around the right people, man. Sometimes you gotta turn the cheek, sometime, man.
Yeah, so basically just to keep it going, like I feel like it is systematic, and I do feel like when it comes down to it, these type of people, they get some type of thing from us being in jail. They get some type of thing from us being incarcerated and doing whatever that they want us to do. But you make a lot of good sense when it comes to black fathers being in your life, bro. I get it. I get it. Sometimes it's hard being a father. It's hard, but you can do it, bro. You can do it. Like I think there's just a lot of things that we as men have to work on when it comes within ourselves and how we feel and how we go about life. But at the end of the day, I think that we can be great, great fathers. And I think you a great,
100%.
great person. You can do stuff like that too. You do
Yeah.
stuff like that all the time.
Mhm.
So if he could do it right, he's an example. Everybody can do this. We can do this. I'm not a father yet, so I can't be an example. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's possible, So just to go and transition a little bit, COVID hit, right? How much do you think that impacted the community?
That changed the world.
It changed the world, right?
It changed the world. Showed a lot of us how to get money. I noticed after
Mm-hmm.
COVID, a lot of us started owning.
Yeah, for
A
real.
lot of us became owners. We sat at home. A lot of people got lazy, collected their money, kind of
Mm-hmm.
messed it up, put themselves in debt. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of us got off our butts and became owners. A
Yeah.
lot of us took that money and invested. A lot of us took that money and did the right things with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It was a sad time. I lost my father from COVID. It was a very, very sad time. You know what I'm saying? A time that I wish never happened.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like anything negative usually have a positive. Anything positive usually got a negative. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's the yin with the yang at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta kind of
Yeah.
take the negative with
Mm-hmm.
the positive. You got to.
Yeah.
So
Balance, bro.
it's
Balance.
all about balance at the end
Mm-hmm.
of the day. So
That's what you was talking about earlier when it was like if we're trying to get things better, like if we're trying to get things better, but then there's other things that's going to get worse. You know what I'm saying?
always.
That's exactly what you're talking about. So I
Always.
think what the solution from that example would be like, let's stop focusing on all these bad things to try to get better from them. Let's just focus on ourselves individually, not the good and the bad.
Exactly.
So I think that would benefit the community. That would
Yeah.
benefit, families, you know.
Yeah. Like I said, COVID was
It was a lot.
it was a lot.
It was a
Definitely,
lot.
especially on my family.
Yeah, it was a
It
lot.
was a whole
It was a
lot,
lot.
man. It was a messed up time, man.
It
But
was.
you know, again, gotta keep pushing forward,
Gotta
man.
keep pushing. Yep.
Definitely gotta keep pushing forward.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta try to find something positive out of it.
Mm-hmm. No, I feel you. So what is your dreams and like aspirations just individually and then for the community overall for the city? Like, let's start with you first. What is your dreams for yourself? What do you see yourself doing?
Me, right now I'm a roofer. You know what I'm saying? I do
Roofer.
construction.
Okay.
I'm in the union. I do my own side jobs. You know what I'm saying? I also make shakes. I make health shakes. I'm making
Oh.
different type of juices.
Oh yeah, you
So
told that, yeah.
that's my side little hustle. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? I just want to be successful.
Yeah.
I don't want my kids to ever want for anything.
Yeah. Like you said, COVID was a big, big issue. And I want you to elaborate more on your dreams and aspirations, though. You said you were a roofer. You said that you were into shakes and everything. So do you feel like you gonna start your own business?
Um, Eventually, right now I got a little 5 year plan. My job I make great money roofing right now. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That's why I said I'm a little comfortable,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a 5 year plan.
Okay.
So the thing is, as far as roofing, the annuity and everything is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The benefits that come with it is amazing. The
Okay.
money I make, is great. So my 5 year plan is to stack for the next 5 years.
Okay.
I kind of want to move south, own some property down south.
That's yeah. It's not as expensive as it is up here.
Try to get my family out of here as well. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? And
Okay.
go from there. Yeah, if I could push this, I have, I got the Frenchie. I probably
Mm-hmm.
would admit her do my own breed things with the dogs. If I
Okay.
got more room, more property,
Mm-hmm.
and the shakes. That's my biggest thing is the shakes.
Okay.
It helped me a lot. I love how it
Mm-hmm.
make me feel in the morning, the
Mm-hmm.
energy that I get from my shakes, and
Okay.
I want people to experience the same thing. So that'd be my new thing to push the shakes. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying?
All right. I look forward to getting a shake from you. And then, what about the community and the city? What do you see dreams and aspirations for that?
Just hopefully things will get better. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as the city,
Mm-hmm. You can only hope, right? You can only
yeah, you
pray.
can only hope. You never
You can
know.
only
You
hope.
never know. These politicians, they promise us everything. It's what they're gonna do. What's
Okay.
really gonna happen.
Okay.
If our president keep his word, it's gonna be a lot of opportunities.
I
That's
look
all I can
forward to
say.
that too.
If he keep his word on everything he said, there will be a whole lot of opportunity. I know our people stressed out. Everybody hate Trump. I didn't like him the first time around my damn self, but
Yeah.
if he does what he say he's going to do, there will be a lot of opportunities for us.
We can only hope.
Only
We can
help.
only hope.
That's
All
all I can
right.
say.
We can only hope. All right, so I'm going to end it now just before we get any more technical difficulties. But this was Rich, my boy to me. You are always peaky. You are always my boy. No lie. It is mad love.
Definitely.
I appreciate you so fucking much for doing this with me.
Always.
And no lie, this is going to help out the community. It's going to help
Definitely.
out young men. And you a role model, bro.
Definitely.
At the end of the day, you're a role model. Thank you so much for everything.
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
No problem. Thank you so much, brother.
For real.
Cut.